Okay, so we're going to learn to divide algebraic terms in this lesson. So there's two different types we need to cover. The first type is really simple, which is why we're going to start with that. So let's look at our first example. Let's say we have 12x. So this is our algebraic term, and we're going to divide it by, let's say the number 4. Okay, so in this particular case, I'm going to encourage you, just like we did with the multiplying, with dividing, start with the known numbers first. So we know that's 12, and we've got to divide it by 4. So since we know those numbers, let's just go ahead and divide them. 12 divided by 4 will give you 3. Hey, you lot, no talking, making noise at the back. I'm making video here. Unbelievable. So 12 divided by 4 gives you 3. Yeah, that's right. And then you move on to the pronumerals. Here we have an x. It's sitting by itself. So you end up with 3x as your final answer. Another question. Let's say we had 20p, and we're going to divide that by 2. So again, just like we did, there are numbers that we actually know the value of. Let's divide them first. That makes sense, right? 20 divided by 2. That'll give you 10. And now you go back and look at the unknown numbers, these pronumerals. Well, here we've got a p. It's not been divided by anything else, so that p is just going to be there. And that'll be the correct answer for the second one. All right, we'll do one more question like of this type. Let's go 14 PQ, and we're going to divide it by 7. So for this one here, we've got 14 divided by 7, that gives you 2. You got the P and the Q there. It's no other pronumerals that have been divided. The P and the Q will both still be there in our final solution. So for the first half of your worksheet, they're the types of questions, and that's how you do them. So for the second part of the worksheet, the questions do get a little bit trickier. In this case, you're going to have to deal with pronumerals on both sides. So let's have a look at this first question here. Let's say we have 10 AB, and we're going to divide it by 2B. So let's start with the numbers that we know. We've got 10 divided by 2. So 10, you divide it by 2, you end up with 5. Now when we look at the pronumerals, we have A. If we look over here, there's no other A's that it's been divided by, so the A will still be there in the answer. But when we look at this B's, we've got a B divided by B. You're taking this number B, you're dividing it by itself, they actually end up cancelling. B divided by B will end up cancelling, so 5A will be your final answer. Let's just look at one more like that, just to make sure that we have it. Let's say we have 12, I'll go like xy, and we'll divide it by 6x. So in this case, we have 12 divided by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. X is being divided by x. These x's are going to cancel, and we're left with the y there. That's your final answer, and these, the second half of your worksheet, are going to be full of questions just like these last two down here. If you have any questions, feel free to just either leave a comment in the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends. Sorry, they're not going to do that. And yeah, but seriously, send me an email if you do have any questions, and I will try and help. All right, thank you. Bye. We knew that.